All right, hello parents. It is Tuesday. I'm a little late. It's 11:42 instead of 11:30, but I had a situation that I had to help with a parent and child. So here I am, Frazelma Lynn, Parenting 911. So I hope you've had a great day. I hope you're enjoying your lunch. I'll get to my lunch right afterwards. But we need to continue talking about parenting styles. Sometimes parents wonder, why do you even talk about that? We need to talk about it so parents, we can see ourselves. We need to know ourselves and see what changes actually need to be made. That's the concern. It's not just about sharing information, it's about seeing what changes need to be made. So let me also say this: families won't change until the parents change. Families, children, they won't change until parents change. When parents make a change, everyone in the house makes a change. So parenting is like setting the atmosphere for your home, how you parent, what skills you know, what your parenting styles are, what are you willing to change and make it better for your family, what skills are you willing to learn and implement. So that's why we go over the parenting styles, because parents need to know exactly where they are and hopefully be willing to make the necessary changes. All right. So we've talked about the authoritarian and the authoritative parenting styles. We have two more to go. Today we're going to talk about the uninvolved. The uninvolved parenting style really is more neglectful. It is like rejecting the child. The uninvolved parenting style is as if the child is invisible. So the child is not nurtured or loved or cared for in that way. That's the parent that only and sometimes not even take care of the basics, the shelter, the food, the clothing. Sometimes the uninvolved parent doesn't even take care of that. They really treat the child as if the child is invisible. Again, invisible. This parenting style neglects the care of the child. So the child's needs are not met, and the parent acts just as if they don't care. The parent acts detached from the child. So there is no bonding. There is no closeness. There is no relationship between parent and child when the parent is uninvolved. Um, the parent is more self-absorbed. They only care about their own life. They only care about their own looks. They only care about the me, myself, and I. And whatever the child can get, they better get it, because I'm worried about me. This is my life. That's the uninvolved mindset. Um, it is inconsistent. There are no boundaries. And it's inconsistent because, to impress someone, the parent might say, "Oh, this is my baby," and give the child a hug. But the hug is not even genuine, not even real. There are no boundaries. There is no structure, no rules, no regulations, nothing at all. Little instruction because there's little communication. They don't talk to their child. They don't listen to their child. It's like the child is just raising him or herself with an uninvolved parent. Yes, the parent is not demanding, but they're also not responding to any of the needs of the child. Um, the parent just thinks, you better get it for yourself, or um, just get over it, whatever. But there's no real love. There is no real concern, no caring, no empathy, nothing towards the child. And so the child grows up feeling ignored because they really were ignored. They feel unimportant, they feel invisible, they don't know how to love or how to care about others because they were not cared for. And we have to understand that whatever it is we provide children, that's what they learn as they become adults. So if we don't provide love and care, if we don't nurture them and bond with them and make them feel important and make them feel that they are a part of the family, when they grow up, they won't know how to connect with others. They won't know how to be how to be friendly. They won't know how to care in a relationship. They won't know how to care about their own children if they have any. Um, the children feel indifferent, they feel destructive, they feel detached from the world, from the society. They feel detached from other people, and they have um, social incompetence. They don't know how to help others and how to care for their neighbors or their friends. They don't know because they've never been taught. So I'll end with this story. A young man, he's an adult at this point, who had an uninvolved parent. She never, and she was a single parent, but she never showed him any love. There was no nurturing, there were no hugs, there were no I love yous. And he came to school and did what he, could do. He knew he wouldn't have any help with homework when he got home. Um, no one really cleaned his clothes. No one cared if he was clean or dirty or somewhere in between. No one cared if he was fed or not fed. So he had to learn to fend for himself. He had to. He didn't have anyone else to support him. He didn't have someone in his corner, so to speak. And as an adult male, he still has hurt in his heart because his own mother did not care enough to provide him with the nurturing that he needed or even support that he needed. No one came to the school to talk with the teacher for him. No one came to the school for any of the activities, even if he did well in school and received a certificate. No one was there for him to support him. And as an adult man, he still feels that pain. One of the stories that he tells is as a teenager making life decisions, even when he asked his mother to tell him, give him some advice, help him with what might be a better decision, just help him brainstorm about things that he, might be able to do with his life. She still just shrugged it off and said, whatever you choose, whatever you think. Even when he was asking for her help, she still didn't give it to him. So that's hurtful to him because he knows that he made some decisions that he probably wouldn't have made for his life if only he had received some guidance from his parents. So, parents, I know that we have different personalities. I know that parenting can be difficult, but don't be uninvolved with your children. They need love. They need for you to show them that you love them. They need for you to hug them sometimes. They need for you to say, I love you. They need for you to support them, to help them. If you can't help with homework, find someone who can. They need to know that if they're in a program at school or in the community or at church or wherever it is, that if no one in that audience cares about their part on that stage, their parents care. Make sure that you help them with decisions. And if you don't know the answer, find someone who knows the answer. There's someone out there. I'm here to help with whatever it is you need as a parent. Their teachers are there to help with whatever you need as a parent. But do not close your child off away from your life. And parents, you need to know that once you have children, life is no longer just about you. Life is no longer just about you and you living it up big and large. I'm sorry. It's time for you to grow up too, if that's what you think. Once you have children, the children's needs need to come first. Then you take care of yours. But the children's needs must come first. Um, Make sure you let your children know that they belong. They belong in your family. They belong to you, and that you are there for them. You are their voice. You are there to help them in any way possible, um, so that they will grow up knowing how to care about someone, their own children. They will know how to care about you when you get older. Make sure there's structure in your home, and I will be doing some teachings on structure and how to have more and more structure in our homes. You can also go to my website, go to parenting911.org, and schedule a strategy session with me. um, you I'm here. You can I have a program that is just about structuring your home and structuring it effectively so that all needs are met for your children and for yourself. Let's work on making our child's lives great. Their childhood should be great, and they should know they are loved by us, their parents, by us, their grandparents. So let's work on what we need to work on to help them. All right? This is Frazelma Lynn, Parenting911 Coach. Again, you can go to my website, parenting911.org. Hopefully, that's easier for you to remember. And I've started my own little chant. Is Parenting 911. Parenting 911. Yeah, Parenting 911. You can say it. Parenting 911. Say it with me. Parenting 911. Parenting911.org. Have a great day. Thank you for joining. Hopefully, I'll see you next week, Tuesday, 11:30 Central Time.